All right, so we're back again. And I'd like to talk about how Battlefield 6 really looks to take the crown from Call of Duty. Now, while Activision panics and can't please their fan base, they really did it to themselves when you think about it. So before we talk about Battlefield 6, let's talk a little bit about Black Ops 7 and how they've really kicked themselves in the ass. Black Ops 7 recently came out with an update, and this is what it says. What's changing and why? Operators, operator skins, and weapons from Black Ops 6 will no longer carry forward into Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7 needs to feel authentic to Call of Duty and its setting. That is why Black Ops 6 operator and weapon content will not carry forward to Black Ops 7. Double XP tokens and gobblegums will still carry forward because we recognize your time and progression are important. This change applies only to Black Ops 7. Call of Duty Warzone is not affected, and all your Black Ops 6 content stays usable there. Now, at first they said that everything will transfer over, and some people were upset, and so here they go, changing it. But either way, let's say that you could use the guns from Black Ops 6. Those get nerfed into the ground into the new game, so you use the new weapons. And then, of course, like is tradition, you find the meta, you use it for 2 weeks, and then they nerf that into the ground, and it's a rinse and repeat life cycle of the game, which is 1 year. Now, let's think about something here. They've said Black Ops 7 was made at the exact same time Black Ops 6 was. So we're not really getting any new engine or something so different. It's just another Call of Duty reskinned. That's all it is. So say goodbye to your gun skins and your goofy ass characters, but no crying over spilled milk, right? Unless, of course, you bought that milk for $20 like you did your skins. So you're getting rid of the skins that you had in the last game for these. What about this feels authentic to Call of Duty, other than the last 5 years that they went down this route? But don't worry, I'm sure down the line, you'll be able to play with these characters. At least the only thing here that's different is you got the Teletubby face. Other than that, it looks like a military shooter. I don't know, maybe you can have your cake and eat it too in this stupid game. Now, like in Call of Duty, streamers are trying to constantly put their ideas into Battlefield 6, not realizing that Call of Duty is where it's at because of them. Let's take Nadeshot, for example.
The people that really want Battlefield to feel like a military simulating game, and I don't know what they've done in the past, but Satya mentioned yesterday, he can't wait to grind camos on like Battlefield 6. How does that work? Like, what camos did they have in the past? Because I know people don't like American Dad and fucking Roger the Alien running around the fucking Call of Duty servers, but I love having like flames and ice coming out of my guns and shit like that. Kill me. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like,
they definitely ain't gonna have that.
Yeah, you're not gonna have where you like.
yeah, I can't wait to grind 10,000 kills for a blue tiger fucking camo. Sick.
Yeah, it's
I've
more
had
like
that for
that,
20 years. Everybody's got a really strong opinion on that, and if I'm a Battlefield player, if I'm grinding this game, I'm going to be disappointed because of basic camos. And again, if this gets clipped out somewhere, I'm sorry for having the COD rot brain. I get there are some skins that they started making AI-generated operators on COD, and some of it looks fucky, but I really like a vast level of customization, and I like, you know, fictional shit. It doesn't make the game feel any better or different. It just makes it, I don't know. Check this drip, Karen.
Now, he's not the only one. I just wanted to highlight this. He even admits that he has Call of Duty brain rot, or is maybe taken as Call of Duty brain rot. They just don't understand, though. This is what I'm trying to get at. They don't understand that those who are going to play Battlefield 6 don't want fancy skins. We don't need a gun that shoots lightning out of its barrel. We want good gameplay without all the wacky garbage that Call of Duty has become. Just let Battlefield be Battlefield. You'll also see that every so often we get you can play both games. Like, sure, but why try and turn Battlefield 6 into a Call of Duty copy? Some have said, give us kill streaks or things that we can do on our own. Like, no, bro, stick to the game you killed. If we want to play both games, we should be able to tell the difference between both of them. You want to slip and slide all over the place and have a gun that has an animation of hitting a bong? Then go play your lame-ass Call of Duty. That's what you turned it into. Anyway, that's enough of my rant about that. Let's move on to Battlefield 6. Real quick, if you don't mind giving me a like and maybe a subscribe, I'd really appreciate it, but let's keep it going. Now, DICE is really setting the bar high, not in terms of just actual gameplay or community feedback that they're taking into consideration, but more so that they want the game to run flawlessly for everyone on every system and what PC you have, to the point where DLSS isn't really needed. Now, think to yourself, when was the last time you've ever heard a studio or a AAA studio saying that? That's a lot of resources taken into consideration here. Everyone just relies on the expensive hardware that we buy with our hard-earned money to run an unoptimized game. Yet here they are going above and beyond, and honestly, they deserve their flowers for that. Moving on to some changes that they made, like with the movement, me personally, I think it's okay. They're getting away from what feels or potentially feels like a Call of Duty, and the exploits people did with the movement, really they just seem to want to keep this game grounded. They did the beta for a reason, to see what may need tweaking, exploits that people are going to do, and the overall play of the game. If you haven't heard, the sign up for Battlefield Labs is out right now. It's open to everybody. DICE also implemented what sounds like a limited server browser, which is what many wanted. Again, they seem to be doing everything they can to give us the best Battlefield we've had in a while. Now, not everyone will get what they want, including myself, but if we get a great Battlefield, I think we should be happy with that and continue giving great feedback. I'm optimistic about this game, and I'm still holding out on a pre-order even though Black Ops 7 is really pushing me to get it. Nothing is set in stone until October 7th, but I digress. Again, I look forward to this. Thanks for watching, and as always, God bless.